I like to look at myself in the mirror. I'm not particularly interested in looking at myself in the
I
mirror.
like to look at my nails a lot. Can I look at my nails?
Maybe you should answer that one positively then. You're often looking at footage of yourself. Don't you love that?
No, I want to die. Okay, no, I'm not interested.
Okay,
Honestly,
okay.
I'm less interested in looking at myself since recording myself. It's made me like hate me more. I mean, only the watching the playback. Not necessarily looking in the mirror. Looking in the mirror is like you got to pluck your eyebrow, like you got to put your hair up, you got to
Sure.
see where your earrings are going in the right hole. It's fine.
Editing yourself is a different experience though, in that
Yeah.
it's like to edit a video well, you're like taking better cuts of sentence. There is an element of you criticizing your past self in terms of editing
All
it
the
into a
time.
product.
If they redid, I would love if there was a version of this for YouTubers or people who are like digital content creators, because there's so many good questions. Like, I like watching myself in playback. How would people answer that? Like, I fucking hate it. It's kind of like that question. You know how some actors, even Johnny Depp said this in the trial. Here's another loop back. He said he doesn't watch his own movies because he just doesn't like watching himself. And he didn't like elaborate too much on that because, you know, the lawyer would have objected. Objection relevance. But that's not the first actor
I do not recall.
I've heard say that. Who was that other actor? Was it Adam Driver? No.
Maybe.
I can't remember.
What movie?
I can't remember. But
I feel like
the
a
guy
lot of
Star Wars guy? But he was in other things that are better than Star Wars.
Ben Solo,
I don't know.
Star Wars,
Ben?
the Star Wars.
Ben Solo?
Yeah, Harrison
Wasn't it
Ford's kid.
Hans? I don't know. Star Wars. Can't remember what you explained to me like 7 podcasts ago. But no. I've heard other actors talk about this, how they have this like aversion to hearing themselves or seeing themselves on screen. When they go into a character, they just go to perform it from, you know, their POV. They don't want to rewatch from the outside POV. And whenever I've heard them explain that, I relate so
You get
hard to
that?
that. Yeah.
That's probably not. There are people who show up to their premieres and watch their movies and enjoy that too, though, right? So that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, and I think the average person probably thinks about Johnny Depp, like they're all shocked it's a big TikTok that he doesn't watch his own movies. Like, that's so stupid. Why don't you care about your own movie?
Maybe he
but
should
like maybe
pick
that's
better
not
movies.
No, but that's not what it's necessarily
Well,
about.
no, honestly,
That's a
I wonder if that
misunderstanding.
is an element of it. Is it that he's uncomfortable watching himself, or he's like,
Yeah.
I chose to make $25 million making Pirates of the Caribbean, but I think this movie is a steaming pile of shit, right?
You're right. I don't know the answer, but when I have heard some actors or actresses talk more seriously about that, it's usually like they have an aversion. It makes them uncomfortable to see themselves. And it kind of ruins it for them to move forward in their own acting development to see themselves. It's like they almost cringe or can't stand. Like that's how I kind of feel watching myself.
Oh.
Increasingly, but it wasn't really like that in the beginning, which maybe it wasn't like that in the beginning for actors either. It's just over time, and they don't even have to edit themselves. I have to see myself way more often than any actor has to.
Terrible.
Anyways, what's the answer?
You're not particularly interested in looking at
Looking in the
yourself
mirror.
in the mirror. Next one. I really like to be the center of attention. It makes me uncomfortable to be the center of
It
attention.
makes me uncomfy. Get me a sock, please.
I don't mind attention, so I'll just be different.